Good morning, students. Today we shall take up another interesting concept, indifference curve. When we started understanding some of the basic concepts of consumer behavior and especially utility analysis, we had understood that there are two approaches of utility analysis. Those are cardinal approach and ordinal approach, which is also called as cardinal utility analysis and ordinal utility analysis. In cardinal utility analysis, we had understood the law of diminishing marginal utility. As far as ordinal utility analysis is concerned, here we need to understand indifference curve. What is indifference curve? An indifference curve is a curve on a graph that shows various combination of two goods that gives the consumer equal satisfaction and utility. To repeat, an indifference curve is a curve on a graph that shows various combinations of two commodities that give the consumer equal satisfaction and utility. Before understanding the meaning of indifference curve, let us have some introduction to indifference curve. Indifference curve analysis was propounded by Hicks and Allen. These were the people who took the initiative from Alfred Marshall. Professor Alfred Marshall came out with marginal utility analysis and Hicks and Allen came out with the concept indifference curve. Here, if you look into indifference curve, it belongs to ordinal approach. As I already have explained you, ordinal approach of utility analysis does not measure the utility in terms of number, rather it ranks the utility derived by the consumption of the commodities. Therefore, indifference curve belongs to ordinal approach of utility analysis, which do not measures the utility in terms of number, rather it ranks the utility derived from the consumption of the commodity. And you should also know that indifference curve is called as iso-utility curve. Indifference curve is also called as iso-utility curve. What is iso? Iso here refers to equal. Iso is what? Iso is equal. Whatever the combination of the commodities that the consumer choose, he derives the same level of satisfaction from all the combinations. That is what we use the term iso. Iso refers to what? Equal. This is what we have to understand, that why indifference curve is called iso-utility curve. The term iso means equal. So this is some introduction towards indifference curve. Indifference curve analysis is framed based on certain assumptions. The most important assumptions that can be considered are: consumer is rational and has full information. A rational consumer in the sense a consumer who has all the knowledge and information on the product and the market. Therefore, a rational consumer will always see that he purchases, he buys those goods which gives him maximum satisfaction. The second important assumption is consumer is capable of ranking. Since the consumer is rational, he is capable of ranking. He is capable of making judgment in the form of ranks as per the utility derived from the consumption of the commodity. Since it belongs to ordinal approach, we can rank the utility derived from the consumption of the different units of the commodity. Then comes the third assumption, consistent consumption pattern. The consumer has consistent consumption pattern. The consumption pattern of the good here is consistent. The goods that are taken for consideration should be more or less similar. There should not be many breaks in the consumption. And finally, the consumption is done during a reasonable period of time. Therefore, these are the three important assumptions based on which indifference curve is been framed. We started understanding indifference curve by saying that an indifference curve is a curve on a graph that shows various combinations of two commodities or two goods that gives the same level of satisfaction, or that gives the consumer the equal satisfaction or utility. We can understand this concept of indifference curve better with the help of this schedule. In this schedule, we can see that there are two goods, two commodities or two products that are taken. One is food, the other one is clothing. So, the two commodities that we have taken in this schedule are, one is food, the other one is clothing. You can also give food as X and you can also take clothing as Y. In this particular schedule, there are 4 such combinations that you can see, which is being represented by the alphabets A, B, C and D. So, here in the indifference curve, we try to understand what is the combination of the quantities of two commodities that the consumer wants to consume. In this particular schedule, you can see that combination A gives 1 unit of food and 12 units of clothing. Combination B gives 2 units of food and 6 units of clothing. Combination C gives 3 units of food and 4 units of clothing. Combination D gives 4 units of food and 3 units of clothing. In this particular analysis, we must remember that whatever the combination that the consumer gets, or whatever the combination the consumer chooses, he gets the same level of satisfaction. Each and every combination gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. So, it does not matter to him that which combination he gets, because all these combinations gives the same level of utility or satisfaction. Therefore, when we put it in the form of a graph, we get indifference curve. When we plot these points, these combination in the form of points on the graph, that is A, B, C and D, we get indifference curve, which we can see now. In this diagram, we have taken food along x-axis and clothing along y-axis. We have to plot the points, that is the combinations like A, B, C and D, what we have taken in the schedule in the form of a point. When we take 1 unit of food and 12 units of clothing, we can plot the point A. We can also plot point B by taking 2 units of food and 6 units of clothing. Then we can plot point C by taking 3 units of food and 4 units of clothing, and the last point, that is point D, can be plotted by taking 4 units of food and 2 units of clothing. By joining all the points, we get a curve which is called as indifference curve. By joining all the points, we get a curve for which we call it as indifference curve. What is indifference curve? We have learned, and in this indifference curve, our main interest is to see what is the combination of the quantities of the two commodities that the consumer will purchase. However, whatever the combination that he gets the same level of satisfaction. Whatever the combination he chooses, he derives the same level of utility. Therefore, he is indifferent towards the two commodities. Indifference curve refers to a consumer is indifferent in the sense that whatever combination of the two commodities that he gets, he derives the equal level of satisfaction, same level of satisfaction, because all the combinations has this gives the same level of utility or satisfaction. This is what we need to understand. If we look into the first combination, that is combination A, when he gets 1 unit of food and 12 units of clothing, the utility what is being derived from this particular combination will be equal to the utility derived in combination B when he consumes 2 units of food and 6 units of clothing. Likewise, both of these combinations, whatever the utility he gets in both A and B will be equal to the third combination, that is combination C, when he consumes 3 units of food and 4 units of clothing, and all these combinations A, B and C, the utility derived will be equal to combination D when he consumes 4 units of food and 2 units of clothing. To put it in other way, the utility what he derives at A will be equal to utility what he derives at B, and that will be equal to utility what he derives at C, and finally it will be equal to the utility derived at D. Therefore, whatever combination he chooses, he derives the same level of satisfaction. Therefore, it does not matter to a consumer which combination he gets, because each of these combination gives him the same level of utility or satisfaction on the curve. It is on the curve, whichever the combination. There are 4 combinations that we have taken in this diagram, combination A, B, C and D, which you are very much aware. Combination A consists of 1 unit of food and 12 units of clothing. Combination B consists of 2 units of food and 6 units of clothing. Combination C consists of 3 units of food and 4 units of clothing. Combination D consists of 4 units of food and 2 units of clothing, and the utility derived at each combination are similar or equal. That is why the consumer is indifferent towards the product, because each of these combination is giving him equal level of satisfaction, same level of satisfaction. The utility derived at all these points are equal. Therefore, this curve becomes indifference curve. Now, let us see what are the important points that we have understood in indifference curve. The first thing that we have understood in indifference curve, when I started understanding you the meaning of indifference curve, I mentioned that an indifference curve is a curve on a graph which represents all those combinations or various combinations of 2 goods which gives the same satisfaction or utility also, you can say, to the consumer. And we have explained this, we have understood this with the help of a schedule and diagram. Whatever the combinations of 2 goods he takes, we have taken 4 such combinations as A, B, C and D, and each of these combination was giving him equal satisfaction. Therefore, the curve what we get from joining all the point itself is called as indifference curve. An important point that you should keep here is that since we have taken 2 goods, it doesn't mean that indifference curve analysis only considers 2 commodities. There may be n number of commodities, but we cannot plot or we cannot take more than 2 goods on a graph. That is why we are considering only 2 goods. But an indifference curve do consider many goods and services. There may be n number of goods also. Since we cannot depict it in the form of a graph, only 2 goods can be shown in the form of X and Y. We are considering the combination of 2 goods. So, this is the most important things that you need to understand. The second important point that we have understood already is that since all the combinations on the indifference curve give equal satisfaction to the consumer is indifferent among them. This word indifferent means It does not matter to the consumer which combination he gets, whatever combination he gets, since he gets the same level of satisfaction, it does not matter to him. Whatever combination he gets, he feels satisfied because each of the combination or all the combinations what we can see on the indifference curve gives the same level of satisfaction and utility. So, these are the two important points that you have to remember or keep in your mind when you understand indifference curve. While having an understanding of indifference curve with the help of a schedule, we had a last column in the table called as MRS, which was not explained. I knowingly left that because we need to understand about this particular concept, MRS, for now. What is the full form of MRS? You will be asked with one question, expand MRS. MRS stands for marginal rate of substitution. What does MRS stands for? Marginal rate of substitution. Then another question will be, what is MRS? By then you need to write the meaning of MRS. Marginal rate of substitution refers to the rate at which a consumer substitutes one commodity for another while measuring same level of utility. To put it in other words, rate at which the consumer is ready to sacrifice one commodity for another. In order to have one extra unit of a particular commodity, he has to forego or he has to sacrifice some units of other commodity. If you look into the two commodities that we have taken, food and clothing, you can see that in combination A, he has the choice of making, or he has the option of 1 unit of food and 12 units of clothing. If he wants to buy one more unit of food, he has to forego, he has to sacrifice some unit of clothing. That is, he is sacrificing 6 units here. That is what we call it as MRS. To have one more unit of food, he has to further sacrifice some units of clothing. That is, he has to forego 2 units to have 1 additional unit of food. Therefore, the rate at which the consumer is ready to sacrifice one commodity for other is called as marginal rate of substitution. How to derive MRS? We have a formula. MRS is equal to change. This delta symbol represents what? Change in quantity Y over change in quantity X. Let us take in combination B, the change in quantity Y is derived by subtracting 12 minus 6, and change in quantity X is derived by subtracting 2 by 1. Therefore, 2 minus 1 is 1, 12 minus 6 is 6. When we divide 6 by 1, we get 6, which is the marginal rate of substitution. Likewise, in combination C, we get marginal rate of substitution as 2. Why? Because when we take the change in quantity Y, that is 6 minus 4 is 2, and change in quantity X, 3 minus 2 is 1. When we divide 2 by 1, we get 2 as MRS. This is how we need to calculate MRS. Expand MRS, student. Marginal rate of substitution. What is the meaning of MRS? MRS refers to the rate at which a consumer substitute, or you can also say it as sacrifice or forego one commodity for another while measuring same level of utility. Today we have understood about indifference curve in detail, and we have also got to know that what is MRS and how to calculate MRS. Based on this, let us take up some assignment questions for now. The first assignment question that you need to consider is, what do you mean by indifference curve? These are the simple questions that you can answer. The second question is, what is MRS? You need to write the meaning of MRS here. The third question is expand MRS, which is very easier. I taught you at the end part of the explanation. Hope you are all doing well. Do write the assignment, students, and do bring when the class starts, which I always tell you. Have a nice day. Bye.